with some items on the table. With some items on the table in front of him. When the class began, wordlessly, he picked up a very large and empty mayonnaise jar and proceeded to fill it with rocks, about 2 inches in diameter. Then he asked the students if the jar was full, and they agreed that it was. So the professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar, and he shook the jar lightly. The pebbles rolled into the open areas between the rocks. He then asked the students again if the jar was full, and they agreed that it was. The professor picked up a box of sand and he poured it into the jar, and the sand filled up the remaining open areas in the jar. He then asked one more if the jar was full, and the students responded with a unanimous yes. Now the professor said, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The rocks are the important things, your family, your partner, your health, your children, your pets. Things that if everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, your house, your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand into the jar first, there's no room for the pebbles or the rocks. The same goes for your life. If you spend all of your time and energy on the small stuff, you'll never have room for the things that are important to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children, take your partner out dancing, walk your dog. There will always be time to go to work, clean the house, give a dinner party, or fix the disposal. Take care of the rocks first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities, and the rest is just sand. I felt that this story was the perfect story to share with you today because the holidays are such a busy time for everyone. We need to pause and make time for those phone calls or those arrangements and be present with our family and our extended family and all those that mean so much to us. Don't let yourself get buried in the sand. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Kathy Scott. All right. We will, come on, you want to work. I know you do. All right, I'm going to remind us of our vision statement. EWI's vision statement is to enhance professional growth and development within a diverse group of women while empowering them to make a difference as they inspire others. And our next update is Vicki Chapman, Director Vicki Chapman with our membership update.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you very much to all of you for helping us to increase our membership. We continually get new members every day, and I'm just excited to see the growth that we're experiencing. So as of yesterday, December 15th, we have 1,109 members. That includes 50 chapter life members, 35 collegiate members, 18 corporate life members, 808 firm representatives, 1 honorary life member, 20 individual members, 1 rep that is pending, 2 student reps, 159 sustaining members, 3 transitional members, and 12 virtual members. So thank you all, and let's keep up the good recruiting work.
Absolutely. This is our, yeah, go ahead.
Me again. We didn't get to welcome our new members at the last leadership call, so we'd like to welcome those now for October, November, and December. So we had quite a few in October, as you can see. We had Amanda Lagunas from Bill Miller Barbecue in San Antonio, Dawn Lassiter with McKibben Hospitality in Knoxville, Krista Boodling with Mobo Promotional Solutions in Saskatoon, Stephanie Richardson with Enterprise Holdings in Dallas, Jeannie Murphy Drake with Grimsley's Janitorial Supplies in Tulsa, Jen Gilvin with Wicked Blue Owl Creative Marketing in Calgary, Jessica Butenbach, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, with Visit Wichita from Wichita, Elizabeth Armstrong, Computer Support Group from Phoenix, Lisa Griffin with Berry Companies in Wichita, Alexa Urbano with SWBC in San Antonio, Darlene Atkins, KMS International in Tulsa, Heidi Abby Durr with Fair Connect in Saskatoon, and a new collegiate member at Mizzou College, which is Sydney Parrish. Then for November, we had quite a few as well. Andrea Tucker, Merrill Lynch from Tulsa, another collegiate member, well, actually two collegiate members from Mizzou. One is Carly Duncan, and the other one is Ellie La Liberty. Carol Elmers from Tennessee Valley Authority from Chattanooga. Cassandra Hargis from, she's a student member at Chattanooga. Catherine Harrigan from Horizon Moving and Logistics from Tucson. Heather Van Dever from North Rock in Wichita. Kayla Pratt, Finn Partners in Nashville. Kim Owens from the Bama Companies in Tulsa. Kyanna Spalding from Pizza 9 Hospitality Group, and they're doing business as Fundaxi from Albuquerque. Melissa Monroe from First West Roads Bank in Omaha. Cher Munoz from Viva Digital Firms in Calgary. Shauna Beardsley, Inbalance Pilates from Tucson, and Tony Smith from Silverado Plumbing in Tucson. And then in December, we had a few more. The first one was Bethlehem Reyna from Texas Capital Bank in San Antonio. Kim Marshall, Into Advertising in Tulsa. Mark Laurie, Inner Spirit Photography in Calgary. Susan Candelaft, Executive Solutions in Calgary. And Sabrina Hughes from Boss Rollman PC in Tucson. So welcome to all of our new members.
Thank you very much for all of that information. It's really nice to see that we're growing and we have people excited. So with the Secretary Treasury role, I have a few reminders, dates and deadlines. I really enjoy seeing your board minutes. So if we could get them sent over to me at my email, it's spatrick5973. I want to just make sure every time we add a new member that we're adding their executive or the people, their supervisors to the mailing list on your Chapter Connect. Just make sure those are added. You know, I know things fall through the cracks, but it's always good to make sure that we get our connects distributed, chapter and our corporate ones. I did update this slide from the last month. We have the requirement for the Connect newsletters is 2 that must be uploaded into the My EWI. If you have trouble uploading that yourself, please reach out to me and I can help walk you through it. Let's see. All right, next up, we have Margie Zamora with the Development Committee.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to join us this afternoon. I'm Margie Zamora, representing EWI of Houston and Speedy Printing. I serve EWI as your development director. I would like to share the leadership bulletin with you. This bulletin is a quick reference to the programs and announcements for the organization. It contains information, ideas, and questions. The questions are important. We want your input and opinion. These questions help the corporate board plan programs and educational opportunities that are important to both you and your chapter. I would like to say a big thank you to the members of the Development Committee for distributing the leadership bulletin and fielding responses. If you are not receiving the bulletin, please let me know. My contact information is on the screen. Moving on, we launched the March to Membership program last week. We grow leaders, a theme that defines what EWI is. We grow physical leaders who lead their company and their team by connecting with others. We grow career leaders who are continually investing in themselves by taking advantage of seminars and other educational opportunities. And we grow community leaders as we work in the community to promote literacy and the value of education through our scholarship programs and leader and reading rallies. If your chapter has not signed up for the program, I encourage you to sign up as soon as possible, but definitely before the January 13th deadline. Your registration will ensure that you get the files for an invitation and business card. The invitations are shown to the right on this screen. You choose between the two designs shown. If you choose to purchase a $30 promotional box, you will receive 10 presentation folders, 30 membership brochures, 100 business cards, 4 tabletop posters, 1 table runner shown at the top. This includes the runner only, not the tablecloth shown. The table runner will have the information shown to the right, the We Grow Leaders, and your choice of either the plain EWI logo or the EWI logo with your chapter logo, chapter name. The promotional box has a value of over $125 and is available to each chapter for $30 through January 13th. Please be sure you take advantage of this opportunity and help your chapter grow. I'd like to thank Kathy Scott and Vicki Chapman for their help in presenting this program and preparing it with me. If you have questions on the March to Membership program, feel free to post them in chat and I will contact you after the call, or you can reach out directly to me. Thank you so much, and back to Samantha.
Absolutely. Let's see. I'm so excited about that March to Membership. Okay. And on that celebratory note, I am celebrating the chapter's EWI of Charlotte for 59 years of growing leaders. EWI of Knoxville is celebrating 35 years of growing leaders on the December 6th. And today, oh no, it's not the 14th, but EWI of Dallas celebrating 71 years on December 14th. So congratulations on doing great work in your community and promoting our member firms. All right. Emerging executive women, that's Vicki, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Samantha. And I forgot to mention earlier, I am Vicki Chapman, the Director of Member Experience. I work for SWBC and I'm with EWI of San Antonio. So as Margie said just a few minutes ago, at EWI, we grow leaders. So to that end, the member development committee and the board have come up with a new program that we're going to roll out in January, which will be offered to all of our members. And we are committed to, we're focused on and committed to launching this program to help advance the growth and development of our leaders by investing in their learning. So you'll get more information at the end of December, but the program will be application-based for all members that are in good standing. When you'll be getting some more information at the end of the month, like I said, and then starting in January, you'll be able to apply. So once that program is rolled out, all of our contact information will be on the form and the application. And if you have any questions, you'll be able to ask us. The winners will receive a grant to participate in a training or leadership program, certificate program, or specialized conference. So we hope each of you will take advantage of this program, apply, if you'd like, promote it to your chapter members, because we really want to help you guys. So please stay tuned and look for the information coming at the end of the month. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Vicki. Okay, so I believe we have the update from our BCDP committee. I will get, okay, so our scholarship application website opens on January 3rd, so not very far out. Our chair for the scholarship committee is Alicia Clark, and she did a great job of pivoting and taking care of the scholarship meeting last week. We have Roseanne Freitas of EWI of Honolulu, Better Business Bureau, Great West, Dr. LaFonda Earl, I'm sorry if I didn't say that right, Earls, Moore Funeral Homes of EWI of Tulsa, and the board liaison is Holly Stevenson, AT&T EWI of San Diego. We have been crafting a flyer for the EWISP and assist scholarships, and thank you to EWI of Harrisburg for creating it. It was a really great idea, and so we wanted to give them credit for that as well. Let's see what else we have going on. Corporate office updates. So we spent some time at our board retreat coming up with what our values mean to us. And so I wanted to go over those. Integrity. We strive to serve our communities and members with transparency and authenticity while upholding the best interests of the organization. Excellence. We create a distinct environment where professionalism and empowerment and relevance are in the forefront of our purpose and mission. Respect. We are committed to treating each other with respect and creating a safe environment in all interactions by being honest and open and acting with integrity. For collaboration, we cultivate opportunities to advance our connections by appreciating areas for growth, celebrating each other's strengths, and being united in our drive to succeed. I believe the corporate board is really proud to put some phrases behind this. So I guess Christine Laird was going to give these. I don't know if she'll have to add something when she jumps on, but I will give my my best rundown for it. So I will, Samantha, I will be processing the mail and the checks. We are in the process of switching everything over to me to be able to receive that. And then the accounts and stuff are going to be switched over by December 30th. So my email is on the dates and deadlines slide, and I will also be reaching out to people just to remind them who processing Sydney Tuttle. Okay, so processing the memberships and entering them into the system that will be Vicki Chapman, our Director of Member Experience. So membership questions, she will be the one fielding those. General inquiries, we'll be using the EWI Connect, and Margie Zamora is doing a great job of fielding those and sending those to the appropriate board members. And so please utilize that EWI at EWI Connect for general questions. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Membership. Oh, okay. You're processing payments as well for the memberships. I read that wrong. And then I will be taking over reconciling the expenses and doing the deposits and QuickBooks, and we've been doing training. So we'll be able to keep operating as we usually do. So no worries. No, is there any? I believe Kathy Scott, Director Kathy Scott, had an update she'd like to share. Are you talking? I think you're muted if you are.
Okay, I think I'm live now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I guess I always just want a practice run. That must be it. Okay, good afternoon, ladies. I am Kathy Scott, representing Ball's Food Stores and EWI of Kansas City, and I am the Marketing and Communications Director. I have a powerhouse team. Our committee is of 14 people. And so there are a lot of us out there. 2 of them are on the call today. Lori Heerlin is on the call, and Diane Boucher is on the call today too. Thank you for being on the call. But there's enough of us. If you have anything specific that we can do to help you, especially with that March to Membership coming up, we're here for you. Let us know. I do have 2 co-chairs, Erin McGann, EWI Spokane. She is my co-chair for social media. And Lindsay Christensen, EWI of Omaha. She is my co-chair for the Connect. This year, we'll be focusing on creating and maintaining recruitment assets for our chapters, curating content for the Corporate Connect, working with the collegiate chapter and helping to start new chapters, and connecting with the recruitment directors. To get started, we will be focusing on 4 social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. There are so many platforms out there, and we'd like to get to some more, but first we need to, focus strong and get these going, and then we can work on some of the others. We do need your help. If you're not following the platforms, if you could go on and follow our pages, that would be awesome. And we need you to like our posts, and these posts are going to help you to recruit new members in your chapter. The Connect, we're planning to produce and post a 1-page Connect on January 18th. This edition will cover any updates and other information that we have. After that, our January edition, we plan to fully launch a new look for the Connect, and it will be posted on Tuesday, February 14th. We picked that date. This will give my committee enough time to gather the information for our Connect, and the new look for the Connect is a surprise for you. You will have to open it to see what it looks like. Part of our goal is to get more interest and engagement. We want more clicks on there and topics that you will enjoy reading about. We want to get all of our chapters involved across the United States and Canada. And in order for us to do this, we need your help with the Connect as well. What we need from you is we need you to talk to your chapter and talk to everyone about making sure that they've uploaded their picture in the EWI profile. And you never know, you might find yourself in the Connect. We want to be able to go in and get your picture if we're doing a story on you. So let us know if there's any stories that we can put in the Connect about your chapter. You may want to spotlight someone in your chapter. The materials that we'll need to do this, we will have to post them in the Connect. All depends on you or anyone in your chapter or the information that you're sending to us. We will get some information too ourselves, but you are all the keys to helping to promote yourself, an individual, or promoting your whole chapter. Based on the amount of information will depend on how much that we're able to post in any particular Connect. We all love hearing about what's going on in your chapter. So this is a great opportunity to showcase your chapter. You will have to open the Connect to see if you're in that particular edition of the Connect. After the February Connect, we're going to start sending out the Connect bi-monthly. So we will post again. So we're going to do a short one in January. We're going to do fully launched in February, and then it will be April, June, and August. But we want the Connect to be something that is impactful and fun for you all to read. So if you have any suggestions on that too, please feel free to reach out. We'd love to hear them. Thank you. So I'll turn that back over to you, Samantha.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited for everything that's coming down the pike. So our Madam President, Christine Laird, it has made it. And so she did want to give us a couple extra updates on this corporate office update. So take it away.
Thank you, Samantha, and thank all of you for joining the leadership call today. I am terribly sorry for my tardiness. Sometimes those things at work just creep up on you and you have to be somewhere for a little bit longer than you expected. So I'm very grateful to Samantha and all of our corporate board members on the call today, jumping in and sharing their updates with all of you and holding down the fort while I had to tend to some other business. I did want to join you all before we ended our call today, just to give a quick reminder here, as you see on the screen, of those corporate office updates, particularly the transition. Your corporate board has been doing a lot of training alongside Courtney to make sure that we have a full understanding of the tasks that we are taking over from her temporarily. And it's been a wonderful learning opportunity for all of us these last couple of weeks as we have really fine-tuned our skills, learning more about our My EWI platform and learning many things to best support you all, our wonderful members. So thank you all more than anything for your patience and for your support during this time of transition. We are so grateful to your belief and your trust in us as we continue this journey forward. On that note, I did want to let you all know that we have 2 candidates that we are interviewing this weekend for the operations coordinator position. Both candidates that we are interviewing are former EWI members, so we are very excited that they have that knowledge of the organization. Further, both of these members did serve, we know, on their local chapter boards and served in the role of chapter president during the time with their chapter boards. So we are excited to have an opportunity to get to know these candidates and their experience better this weekend. And please look for more updates as your corporate board alongside the personnel committee moves through this recruitment process for an operations coordinator. So we are making progress there. We are very excited about that. And again, we thank you all for your wonderful support and understanding as we continue forward during this time of transition. And I'm certainly open to answer any questions that anyone may have. Looks like you all might have answered all the questions before I hopped on, Samantha.
I have a question quickly for Margie on the March to membership, or whoever wants to answer that, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
All right, this is Christine Cronkrate from EWI Harrisburg. Hi, everyone. So I just had a quick question I was looking through the materials on that. First of all, it looks awesome. So thank you all for putting that together. I know that was no small undertaking. But I was looking through the materials and I was wondering if we are, just looking at the calendar and trying to get things together by the middle of January and get that date scheduled for March. I know there was some flexibility there in doing it in other months moving forward, but I was wondering if you would consider sending I know the flyers and whatnot. I'm assuming that having the date for the actual meeting or the event, I should say, for March membership and having all of that in there was so those materials could be personalized for the chapter. I was wondering if there was a way to send those that were not personalized, that we could, add stickers or something later once we get that information finalized, if we don't have it yet. So I didn't know if that was a possibility, but I thought I would just ask if that's something you would consider. Just knowing that I'm cognizant of us getting that date scheduled by the middle of January for March might be difficult for our chapter to do at this point. So just wondered if that was a possibility.
That's an excellent suggestion, Christine. Thank you. We had not thought of that, but we certainly can work on getting a flyer type informational piece put together that you could personalize. The other thing I would ask is, if you know you're going to do it, to do a membership drive. If you would go ahead and complete what you can of the form, you don't even have to tell us what month, but if you could complete the information that we could go ahead and prepare your business card. We can get you your table runner, which you could start using immediately at your meeting. So it would be most helpful if you could go ahead and complete what you can of the membership form and then come back and finish it at a later date.
Okay.
We are really trying to order as many of the table runners as we can at one time, which will help us keep our costs down and allow us to continue to put programs like this together and provide materials to the chapter. Does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you so much. I appreciate the flexibility and willingness to do that. I think it's really nice to have the package available. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you. We're excited to offer it.
Madam President, I have a question and statement. Samantha did a wonderful job sharing our EWI values. Was there anything else that we were mentioning with sharing those values?
Yes, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that question. So Kathy brings up a great point, and Samantha shared with you all those EWI value statements that we built out at our board retreat to really demonstrate what are those values that we have held dear for so long. What do they look like in action? Well, we are going to create some excitement and some engagement around those values. Kathy, Margie, and Charlie are working together to create, and Vicki, some really fun opportunities to help our chapters really link to these values in action? How can we recognize members, chapters for embodying these values? That's a very high level description for now of what's to come, but do be on the lookout for more information on how we can really promote our EWI values throughout the organization and really look for those superstars who are really embodying those values and recognize that, especially now that we have these value statements to accompany our values. Any other questions that we can answer for you all before we embark on the rest of our holiday season? Well, ladies, if we're and thank you, Lori, for the comment there in the chat. Very happy holidays to you as well. We will go ahead and take that as our signal to go ahead and wrap up our call a few minutes early. Do want to let you all know that you will be seeing multiple events very soon in the next couple of weeks. We're going to schedule out these leadership calls throughout the rest of the year so you all can plan and know when to expect those. And those leadership calls will be held the second Friday of every month, 11:30 a.m. Central Time. We again will be putting those events out on YM so you all can plan for those and hopefully be able to attend all of those through 2023. We look forward to continuing to see you here on our leadership calls. So that means our next leadership call will be Friday the 13th. Hopefully that's not an omen for anything, but we will have that next leadership call Friday the 13th at 11:30 a.m. Central, and we'll get those calls posted on YM, those events, just as quickly as possible over the next week or so. Thank you all for your time and your engagement today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll look forward to reconnecting with you again very soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.